And here we are, the one most anticipated anime for a season for all of us and all that, I'd like to say, is Drifters. Now, being made by Koto Hirano, which I know a lot of people know him from doing his most notable work, Hellsing Ultimate, and alongside with the other Hellsing adaptation that we had. Now, god damn it, I loved Hellsing a lot and all that. I especially really did enjoy Ultimate, regardless of its pacing matters, but I've been very curious for a very long time what exactly his brand new work, Drifters, are going to be bringing up on the plate. And, well, you definitely know him for that high, gory action, and, well, you are going to get the same thing here. So instead of the immortal vampire like Alucard, our main character Shimazu Toahisa is actually involved in a battle like I believe the Sekigahara. It actually takes place from what the characters were saying. This is about 18 to 20 years after Nobunaga Oda's reign throughout the entire Japan, and now the Oda clan has just become now just pussy bitches, minions, and knowing that the fact that he's going in there and he's saving his uncle, he's like, nah, get out of there, we're gonna die today and all that, but if you get out there and escape and all that, that's a victory for us. So we go in and it's you just see this amazing looking just blood animation just going everywhere, slashing, and definitely one thing I really love is actually Koto Hirano's art design on his characters. I really do like what he does it. Although some of the characters, especially that dude that kind of took him into the purgatory, looked like he had kind of Rinnegan eyes, but this guy Raiden died and all that, he literally took hundreds of spears to the chest, and he was like, nah, I'm still gonna take out the enemy commander, pulls out a pistol, blows his head off, and is yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna die trying. And it's he goes running back, and it's after he it was very weird, all the characters ran away. It's oh, he just took all these spears to the chest, and I guess they must have thought of him as some sort of demon or someone that's insanely strong. And as soon as he actually got back there, he's I'm gonna return to my home. He landed in some sort of purgatory, some limbo loop, from what I'm guessing, where it's he seemingly went to this little white area, and it seems when noble people die in history, they go here, from what it looks like. And we don't know much of that guy behind the desk, but he's just oh, next, coming out he's been doing this job for a while. So I'm kind of curious what is up with that. And then he goes to some weird magical world where there's elves, and I'm what the hell, what's going on? But he passes out, and these two little elf boys take him over to two characters and who know what apparently these guys are, which are Drifters. And we don't really get an explanation what exactly Drifters are at the moment that, but it's seeming that they're most notable people from fighting in war, so they're definitely elite warriors, as we definitely got to reveal with two of the characters that he met with there, which seem to be the main characters alongside the story, which is Oda Nobunaga, who is there. And person that I'm not too familiar in history, is way before the time I really read a lot of the stuff about Japanese the Meiji, all that era and all that, are more notable for Shingen Takeda, or more Yukimura Sanada, all those kind of characters, Usagi, the clan, that Masamune Dante, I like. But from this character known as Nasu Yoichi Soitaka, so I'm not too familiar, but from what she was saying is that she's 400 years beforehand of their time, and Oda Nobunaga apparently is just as soon as he was running away with his aide Ramara, he just happened to when he was getting his castle burned down by Akechi Mitsuhide, he just ended up here in the same situation. Every single person ended up, apparently when they died, they landed here instead. So wondering what exactly these guys have in plan for these characters. Why are they here? Are they gonna solve some sort of conflict in this world? Clearly, the fact that they're a bunch of badass fighters, so they clearly have something in mind. And then we did able to see some characters that were spying on them at the end, where it was we need to do something about this, otherwise it's gonna be the end of this world. So I'm really wondering what's going on with this. But I will say though, even though the series has CGI, it wasn't as garish as I was going to expect for it. But apart from that, I really do enjoy it. But there are small nitpicks I do have to have with the series so far. What I'll say is that definitely it kind of had a bit of the slow pacing for a good chunk of the episode. It definitely was trying to introduce some of the characters and try to show the world. It was it didn't really feel that fast-paced to me coming into it. I read the manga a very long time ago, and I don't remember how fast the manga went through stuff, but definitely it did feel a little bit tiny slow for the most part, on the first episode, but still it was very entertaining. That, and it was very weird how they kept going from comedy to being being serious to back to comedy. It was like very weird. Like Hellsing had very little comedy, and it did come out every now and then, and it was pretty good. But it was very weird that they went back to these serious moments, and then it was like, oh no, let's have all this comedy going throughout the episode. It was weird. It was still funny comedy, but I felt like it was like, shouldn't I be taking this serious right now, or like what's going on? But like I still think this is the most enjoyable thing I've seen so far of the full 2016 season. I am enjoying this, and I think like this is talking out of all the brand new words. This is not including season 2s and season 3s of series, but I think this is possibly going to be like one of the best shows out here for the next season, and I am very much looking forward to what exactly this show has to offer. And I don't think there's been a confirmation of how many episodes this is going to have, but I'm pretty much sure that this is going to have like 12, 10 episodes. Like I don't think there's a lot of material out there for this series, so I'm looking forward to what exactly they have in mind for Drifters. But definitely I do want to keep watching it and see if it's any good and all that. But overall, I think I would give the score for this first episode a 8 out of 10. Like I generally really did have a fun time watching this show. I definitely think it was a little bit like garish, like at some points with like the holy comedy and the action kind of mixing in. It was a little bit weird for me, but other than that, I still really do enjoy the series, and I definitely think this is something that people are going to check out, and I hope they get really hyped and excited for. Me and all that, like I want to see if this lives up to Hellsing, because I really did enjoy Hellsing a lot, so I really wanted to see his new series for quite a while. But that is all from me, everyone, so thank you much for watching. As always, let me know what you think about Drifters in the comment section down below. But that is all from me, so I'll see you guys though in a bit.